Hello, everyone. My name is Toshiya MORITA. I'm so happy to be with you through the internet. I'm a journalist in Kyoto and a board member of the Association of Second and Third Generation Hibakusha in Kyoto. My father was a survivor of an atomic bomb in Hiroshima. However, the Japanese government does not recognize him as a Hibakusha. I think he was on the border between Hibakusha and no-Hibakusha. My mother was a survivor of the Great Tokyo Air Raid in World War II. So I hate wars, especially nuclear weapons. And also I hate nuclear power plants. Today, I'd like to argue how the damage of radiation have been suppressed since the time of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in order for the world authorities to continue nuclear projects. Now, I explain how the US hides their actual scale of damage from radiation. First, they limited the damage only from the initial radiation. The initial radiation means the direct radiation exposure at the time of bomb explosion. It is mainly composed of neutron and gamma ray, and the exposure from outside of the bodies. It only considered external exposure. The radiation people were exposed from outside of their bodies in the short time of bomb explosion. The US said that only those people who were inside of 2 kilometers radius at the time of bomb explosion were affected by radiation. In reality, people in much wider area were exposed to radiation. The mushroom cloud was full of radioactive materials, and the radioactive fallout, including black rain, made more people in dozens of kilometers radius exposed to radiation, especially by internal exposure. This internal exposure made much more people suffer for much longer time. People in larger area inhaled, drank, or ate radioactive materials, and they were exposed to radiation from inside of their body. This internal radioactive exposure caused serious problems to human bodies, and they stay in their body a long time. However, the US ignored such damage from the internal exposure. Since then, the US has developed the radiation protection and nuclear science based on their controlled data of Hibakusha, which ignore the impact of internal radioactive exposure. I think the same trick was used around the 20 sites or a low place. So we are all hidden airborne survivors. This photo is this is a gathering of survivors in Alamogordo, July 2019. 19. I joined this visit. I was very moved, and I would love to tell you the new things. Now we have made great strides. This is an NHK News 2020 July 29. People exposed to post-bomb black rain wind case. As the same court has recognized for the first time, people, a total of 84 plaintiffs who were exposed to radioactive rain immediately after the atomic bombing of Hiroshima in 1955 as Hibakusha of the sufferers of the bombing. On Wednesday, July 29, as the Hiroshima District Court presiding judge described the plaintiff's testimony as unreasonable. He says their health records show their developed illnesses is believed to be linked to the fallout from the atomic bombing, which makes them eligible for Hibakusha certificates. Win. Union is strength. Let's work on the road to peace. I would like to give you my favorite words. Power to the people. Thank you.